Well, hello, welcome. Let's get visible. Yes, let's get visible. Hello, it's Jane Gardner again, and today we're talking about visibility. On Wednesdays, we talk about Let's Go Live, and on Thursdays, we talk about Let's Get Visible. So let's get visible. Welcome. And let's go and have a look at who I am. And here we are. This is my quick bio. I work with my husband, our structural engineering firm. We live in Western Canada. I'm an artist. We like to travel, and I have lots of dogs and cats. And I have lots of websites. You can check some of them out. In 2018, I went and challenged myself and went on to Roku and Amazon Fire with 4 channels, TV channels, and I hope to have 5 or 6 by the end of the year. We are going to talk about being visible, because that's what we're all about, is getting visibility. And here is the outline for the show, which is every Thursday at 8 a.m. Probably for at least a year. We've already talked about storytelling and how all of whenever you're doing presentations and things, you should always tell a story. And then we talked about mindset. Why is it stopping you? Why aren't you getting visible? And we're talking about website right now and how to make it your visible brand for your business. And then we'll be talking about your voice, how you can use your voice if you don't want to use your face, and use it for interviews, going on YouTube, podcasting, doing Audible books, I think was one of the other ones. And then, of course, then we go on to your face and get it on video. And we'll be talking about doing your own show and social media and speaking on the internet. And then we're going to be talking about text, about book publishing, about Medium, and other ways you can get out there and get your message out there. And then we're going to talk about being in person in terms of Zoom, being on camera, meetup, a summit, events, and of course, most importantly, networking. So we will be interviewing successful show entrepreneurs for the year, and we will do demos of different tools and techniques and trainings on being visible and for all of these things. So right now we're talking about websites and how that's basically your universe. It showcases who you are and what your business does. And we talked about before why you should be visible and stop hiding behind your slides. And you need to be the face. You need to show your personality, show up on a regular basis, and share your knowledge and value. So people will come back again and again to see you and see your trainings and see what value you have for them. So for this, we talked about how mindset is everything. If you're not willing to overcome your reluctance to be visible on the internet, then you will need to talk and get some help with your mindset and try and get yourself to be brave and get out there and overcome your inhibitions. Well, then of course we talked about a website can make you visible on the web, obviously. So we're going to talk about that again today. We talked about before about how it's important to have an online presence, and it's a way for you to compete with others if people can get to know who you are. And of course, it allows you to showcase your brand and helps to market your product and services to your customers. And we talked about your UVP, a unique value proposition. And we went over that and who's your ideal visitor and how you work with that. And who do you want to attract and know your target audience. And then create personas that are your basically the visitors who come to your site. And we talked about know who you want to attract, and your offer needs to meet your target audience's needs. And then we looked at who is your competition, and your website needs to stand out from your competition. So to do that, you have to research what your competitors are offering. And so we also wanted to highlight the uniqueness of your site, making sure that you have something unique that will make you stand out from others. And we looked at the unique value proposition template that you could use that would talk about what you provide and how you help them with their pain points by differentiating yourself from others, and how you could work with that and have that on your website. So you need to uncover your point of difference and display a clear UVP statement on your site. And so we talked about UVP. So when you've developed your unique value proposition, we talk about how to work with that and make it your brand. So your brand message needs to help you to stand out from others, and it needs to be able to attract your leads, your audience, your customers to come back and again to your website to see what's happening type thing. And you need to stand out from your competitors. So your brand reinforces the UVP on your website with the following. So we're going to be talking about your brand values, who you are and what you stand for and what you stand against. You need to be able to be open and honest about that, because people want to have a personal connection to who you are and what you stand for. So be clear about what aspects of your brand you want to bring to the forefront. For example, your passion for sustainability or commitment to recycling or desire to develop community connections would be something that may not be relevant too much to your business, but it might attract people who have the same values. Your brand personality reflects your personality and the type of business you want to project. For example, a creative might want to convey an innovative, fun personality from their websites, whereas a financial consultant might decide that a professional, serious nature is more appropriate. And then your style and tone for your website, how you write and the language you use on your website should resonate with your target audience and mirror their style if you want to engage them, because they know that they can find someone who has values. So check out your existing brand elements and ask yourself, what are they telling about you? So even if you have them, you should check. Your branding can impact through the visual assets you use to help you stand out. So these contribute to the emotions visitors experience when they land on your site. You want to think about how do you want your visitors to feel, and then so spend some time thinking about that. Do they get energized and motivated? Are they relaxed and curious and wanting to know more? Or does your website scare them so they leave? It just depends on how you design your website and how you become visible to the people that you want to attract. So your design assets, there should be strong website branding to promote your brand recognition and recall. You and I both know what Nike or Coca-Cola or Netflix are just by looking at their logo. You may not be at that stage yet, but you want your visitors to recognize it's you when they come back and visit again and again. So be consistent with your design assets. Now, of course, it's your values and your messaging that makes your website stand out, but the logo is always good to know to get something that we're going to work for you. So decide on the best colors for your site, and then you can integrate them into the components. Then gather your site's visual assets such as your logo, design, infographics, videos, background images, and high-quality photographs, and think about what they stand for you. If you don't have any, you can create them before building the parts of any website. So you can, for example, use Canva, or you could use Pixabay, Unsplash, iStock, or Shutterstock for royalty-free photos. You can even research the latest AI tools for creating images, since many will help you design logos. So it's just a simple Google search will find you the newest AI tool to do that. If you're not talented with graphics, considering outsourcing design elements like your logo or video editing. So you could try Fiverr, Upwork, or Freelancer to find candidates, and use the branding checklist about considering what your messaging is, and look at your UVP when you're thinking about how to design your website. So remember, your branding contributes to your visitor's emotional experience. So you want your visitor to recognize it's you, and you want you and your brand to be visible. As I like to say, you want to have yourself as your website standing for you, as your universe or your hub for your business. So people need to know where you are and where they can find you. So of course, yes, you should have a website. So let's go and have a look. Well, we won't look at my website, but for this website, let's get visibleshow.com. This is the home page, and I've kept it fairly simple. Do you feel like you are invisible on the internet and you have a message to share but no one is around to hear it? Well, watch the Let's Get Visible show every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. Eastern. And the mission for the Let's Get Visible show is to demonstrate and talk about the ways to get visible on the internet so you can build your audience. Some of the show topics include, and then I go over some of the topics that we're going to be talking about, and then you can sign up and to get the 12 ways to get visible on the internet as well when you subscribe, and obviously other resources as we go along. So that is live on that website. That's why we're doing a little craziness with that video there. So we'll go and back to me and say, yes, there we go. So think about your website and how it makes you visible on the internet, and think about why you want to have that as something that will be an asset in your business, and why, and it can help you to be visible on the internet. Certainly it can showcase any of your products or services. Showcase a lead magnet, for example, that people can get and get onto your list, because you want to get your email list to build and grow for your business. So let's consider that when you're thinking about your business, and remember that your website will reflect you, and your branding, of course, will contribute to your visitor's emotional experience. So for Let's Get Visible show, it's going to be every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific, and I value visibility, authenticity, and most importantly consistency. So I will show up regardless of what I'm feeling like, and you can get on the email notification list at http://jgtips.com/lets for tips, freebies, checklists, notifications, and offers to help you grow your business by becoming visible. And then, of course, I have the Let's Go Live show on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. Eastern, because I value visibility, authenticity, and consistency. And you can get on the email notification list at https://jane-gardner.com. Did I put that in? gardner.com/live for tips, freebies, checklists, notifications, and offers to help you grow your business by going live. So any questions, and we will consider them. Basically, the Let's Get Visible show is my opportunity to get out there and shout at you, why aren't you visible? And why don't you have a show? I have coming up a challenge to make everybody go on and get visible but actually it's at Let's Go Live. I'm going to have a challenge in August to get people to get on their webcam and design themselves a little show like mine. It was 15 minutes long. It wasn't very long, and I should have an offer at the end. And basically, it's a way to connect with people by becoming visible on the internet. So you can obviously sign up at http://jgtips.com/lets, and you will get information on everything that we're doing and the schedule, as well as checklists and things and offers to get you visible. So until next time, this is Jane Gardner, and thank you for listening.